Team, keep it clean. I've always said it and I continue to say it because I continue to believe it. The very worst part about football is injuries. Always has been, always will be, because injuries, they change everything. They can completely change the trajectory of not only a single player, but of a football team as a whole. They have such a big impact on literally everything that happens with the NFL, and they suck. They suck. So hopefully with Joey B, with Joe Burrow from the Bengals quarterback, hopefully with his injury that he sustained, hopefully it don't end up being anything serious. Because small details are coming out here and there, but we don't really know much of anything yet. It was said about 10 minutes ago from when I'm recording this that Joe Burrow went down toward the end of Bengals practice with a non-contact injury. And in my opinion, every time you hear about a player going down with a non-contact injury, those are always the scariest. Because contact, I mean, any type of injury is scary when a player goes down and stays down, but non-contacts, like with those, you always hear the worst with those. Because the player could be doing everything right. You could be doing everything right, walking around, throwing the ball, catching the ball, running your routes, doing all that stuff, going through practice and going through the training camp and whatnot. But just a little slip, take the wrong step. Even if you're not taking the wrong step, your body just might just hurt itself. It might fall apart randomly. Something could just randomly happen because we all done seen it and we all done heard that before. Both we heard it and we hear about it in practices and training camps and stuff, and then sometimes we even seen it on the field. We've seen it on the field to where a player may just pass out or something like that, or a player may just be walking, then all of a sudden they fall and start holding their leg or something, and nobody's even around them. And then the first thing in my mind is like, oh man, that's a wrap, that's it. But ever since it did come out that Joey Burrow, he went down with the non-contact injury. Zach Taylor, the Bengals head coach, he did say it's a calf injury. Now, that's still very vague. That's still extremely vague because a calf injury could be a million different things. Hopefully that's all it is. Maybe like a slight strain or something like that. Hopefully it ain't no tear. Hopefully it ain't no MCL, PCL, none of that stuff. Hopefully it just remains a calf injury and he'll be back out there tomorrow or whenever the Bengals have their next training camp practice, because you hate to see injuries. As a Raven fan, trust me, we know. But you hate to see injuries to anybody, to any team. That's why whenever we talk about them, we don't just talk about we hope the Ravens stay healthy. We hope the whole NFL stays healthy because it makes for a better product. It makes for better enjoyment of the games. Because, I mean, I'm sure any of y'all watching right now know from experience, if your favorite player on your favorite team is not out there playing, and not even just for selfish reasons, but it takes away from the game. For you, it takes away from the game for your favorite team. It just takes away from the game completely because your favorite player is your favorite player for a reason. And the best players, the players that make it to the NFL, again, it's only 1% of people that make it. So it's tough. It's really tough. So all these guys got skills. But then the best of the best, when they're not out there, it takes away from the game, and it's unfortunate. So, again, hopefully with Joe Burrow, it ain't nothing crazy. Hopefully him being taken out on the cart was just the Bengals being extra cautious. Because, again, we want to see the best of the best from the Bengals, from just the whole NFL. We want to see the best of the best on everybody's team, and injuries just, they take away from that. So whatever happens with this injury, again, hopefully it's something super small. Hopefully it ain't nothing crazy. But whatever happens from this injury, I'm sure, like, preseason, that's probably crossed out officially now. Bengals might have been thinking about it before, but if they were thinking about playing Joe Burrow in the preseason, I'm sure this injury scare that canceled that out. So again, hopefully the next update that we get about Joe Burrow, it'll be a good one, and we'll have some more detail about Joe Burrow and his this injury. And again, hopefully it ain't nothing serious, and hopefully it ain't nothing crazy. I love y'all, team. Keep it clean. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see when we see. We out.